I'm Sarah Stackhouse. Thanks so much for joining us on this cold morning. Let's begin with Weather Director Craig Stewart and a first look at this morning's forecast. Hi, Craig.
Morning, Sarah. Good morning, everyone. A Friday morning, and there are big changes again on the way for, I guess you could say, the worst, because we are going to be seeing some icy conditions. They're still sticking around in the Permian Basin, but a winter storm warning is still in effect. That's going on until 6 a.m. Saturday morning. So we'll take a look outside. We'll show you the Pinpoint 7 iCam, what we have going on around the Midland area, which you can actually see out of Midland right now, because last couple of days it has been icy. Right now it looks like traffic moving nice and slowly, the way it should be moving around the area, because we're getting some light rain across parts, or light freezing rain across parts of West Texas. We'll go ahead and show you the Pinpoint 4x4 radar. And again, what we have going on right now over the last hour or so is some light freezing rain, maybe even a little bit of sleet. And you can see the movement is toward the northeast. Now, this is stretching anywhere from north of the Big Spring area all the way back down toward Alpine. We'll take a little bit of a closer look, show you what we have going on around Odessa and Midland. And again, some of this kind of moderate at times coming on down just toward, say, West Odessa, the Goldsmith area, through parts of Monahans and Pecos. You get toward the mountainous areas here. Now it's changing anywhere from rain to freezing rain, and the movement again is to the northeast. And we'll show you one other thing. There you have it. That white area is a winter storm warning. That is in effect until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. We are expecting light freezing rain, light freezing sleet, even a little bit of rain and possibly some snow as well. So, Sarah, a lot going on. We're going to have much more weather coming up in just a bit.
Craig, thanks so much. Wow. While many of us rang in the new year with family and friends, 18 crash survivors found themselves stranded in Reeves County. Fortunately for them, the Reeves County Emergency Management Department set up a shelter to keep them warm and safe until they find a way back home. Jose Gomez and his wife of 35 years slid off the road, causing his 18-wheeler to flip over on the passenger side where his wife was sitting. Gomez says this was the first time he's wrecked in over 30 years, and the first time that his wife traveled with him, all because she didn't want him to spend New Year's alone.
One car passed me and then put in the front of my truck real close, and that's where I use my brakes, and that's where I lose control of my truck and I can't control, and that's when I turn over.
Now, Gomez and his wife hope to catch the Greyhound back to Arizona this morning, so long as the weather permits it. And if not, the shelter will remain open until everyone is able to find their way safely home. Now, over in Belle-Marie, organizers have put in place a shelter at the Belle-Marie Community Center for people stranded from icy conditions as well. Now, they tell CBS 7 that there are about 60 people in the shelter already in need of blankets, food, and drinks. Organizers say any volunteers are extremely appreciated. Anyone looking to help can contact them by calling 940-0906. And we have some closures for you. Midland Independent School District officials say that there will be a 2-hour delay for support staff. In addition to that, all athletic practices and any other student activities have been canceled for today because of the weather. Also, Ector County offices will be closed today as well. You can visit our website at CBS7.com for a list of all schools and all businesses closing or canceling. Just click on the winter weather delay and closure story. Now, icy conditions haven't only affected drivers in the Permian Basin, but air travel has also been impacted by the winter storm. Midland International Airport is still open and flights are still coming in and going out, but around 30 people were still stranded at the airport Wednesday night. Crews are focusing on keeping one runway open and ice-free, so some airlines are canceling flights and many are experiencing major delays. If you have any plans to fly today, be sure to double-check with your airline that everything is still on schedule. Now, we've had approximately 300 accidents in the basin this week because of ice alone. But despite the icy conditions, major roads are still open. Ice on the roads is making travel very difficult and dangerous in Midland and Odessa. DPS, police, and TxDOT officials say drivers should think twice before getting behind the wheel. They're asking you to please slow down and stay far back from the car in front of you if you have to drive in these conditions. Now, stay with CBS 7 or visit CBS7.com for the latest updates on winter road conditions and closures. Now, TxDOT and law enforcement remind drivers to be careful if you must go outside and drive. We know that some people have to go to work. Unfortunately, Odessa police actually made their first arrest of the new year at 2:20 in the morning yesterday. Officers arrested Jeffrey Natividad after watching him crash through downed railroad crossing arms and then continue driving at a high speed. Natividad kept driving until he crashed into a traffic pole near 2nd and Kelly. There, Natividad ran from his car towards an alley where officers arrested him. Natividad is charged with evading in a motor vehicle, evading on foot, and leaving the scene of an accident and driving while intoxicated, with at least 2 prior convictions. Into happier New Year's news, the first baby of the new year was welcomed by an Odessa family early yesterday. Now meet Juan Noah. He was born at 6:27 a.m. to Stephanie Alderete and Jorge Ortega. Now baby Juan weighed about 6 pounds and 3 ounces and was delivered by Dr. Antonio Chavez. The family says they are ecstatic to welcome their new baby to the world. Congrats to that family. So cute. Now, in case you missed last night's story about the opportunity of a lifetime for a number of Midland Lee High School band members, we wanted to show it to you again. CBS 7's Robert Guadarrama was at the Rose Parade in Pasadena, California yesterday and told us all about the excitement. Take a look.
Happy New Year. It's turned out to be a beautiful day here in Pasadena, California for the Rose Parade. We're about to watch Lee High School represent West Texas and take the parade route.
Millions of roses, hundreds of thousands of spectators, and 250 mighty Lee Rebels. Lee High School's marching band kicked off the new year playing in the legendary Rose Parade.
I'm real excited about it. I mean, out of the 2 bands that got to go from Texas, we're one of them.
Some of the kids were nervous about the 8-mile, 2.5-hour performance.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long route, isn't it?
Yes.
Did you do your stretches and warm your feet up?
All last night.
Others were excited to show off their talent.
I don't know. I think just seeing everybody and all the kids and stuff.
But all were proud to represent West Texas. And the massive crowd cheered on the Rebels as they walked out to deep in the heart of Texas.
Meet us at the airport when we get home. As you can see, it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for Lee High School, and the students will take this memory with them for the rest of their lives. Reporting in Pasadena, California, Robert Guadarrama, CBS 7 News.
Robert, thanks. Time now for some of our top national headlines today. 3-term New Yorker Governor Mario Cuomo has died. The New York State Governor's office confirms Cuomo passed away just hours after his son Andrew started his 2nd term as governor of the state. Mario Cuomo was the son of Italian immigrants. The Liberal Democrat served from 1983 to 1994 and was nationally celebrated, but he never ran for president. Cuomo died of heart failure surrounded by his family at age 82. And the first identified victim of Sunday's AirAsia plane crash has been laid to rest in a small village in Indonesia. The 49-year-old woman was quickly buried following Muslim traditions. Searchers announced that they have recovered more victims today. In all, 162 people were on board when the plane crashed into Java Sea. More ships and planes with metal detectors are joining the search. Investigators are worried that bad weather will continue to hamper their efforts. And General Motors is recalling more than 60,000 full-size trucks and SUVs for an ongoing look into the system defect. Now, the defect can cause safety problems if it gets too hot inside of the vehicle's cab. The recall covers some 2011 and 2012 models and other 2017 to 2014 models that have already been repaired, except for the defective parts. The recall affects vehicles made in North America. Now making national headlines, a small Idaho town is still reeling from a tragic shooting that happened on Monday morning. A 2-year-old boy got a hold of a gun and shot his mother to death in a crowded store. It happened at a Walmart in a town of Hayden, Idaho. Donald Dollar reports.
There was sounds like an accidental shooting at a Walmart in Hayden.
29-year-old Veronica Rutledge was in the electronics section of this Walmart with 4 children Monday afternoon.
A small child around the age of 2 accessed a concealed weapon that was inside the victim's purse and discharged it, striking the victim.
Rutledge's 2-year-old son accidentally fired the shot. She was struck by the bullet and died at the scene. The 3 other kids were all members of her extended family, all under the age of 11. On Tuesday night, Rutledge's father-in-law said, "The family lost a beautiful, loving mother." Walmart released a statement after the shooting, saying, "A very sad incident occurred at our store today involving the death of a female customer. We are fully cooperating with the Kootenai County Sheriff's deputies as they investigate this matter." Carrying a concealed weapon is legal in Idaho, and more than 7% of its adults have a permit to do so.
I mean, this is it's a pretty tragic incident right now that we're dealing with. When you have small children, young people, holiday season, it's not a pleasant experience right now.
Such a sad story. Now back to this icy weather. Unfortunately, it has caused several difficulties, but here's another way to look at it. Here's some viewers submitted photos from around the basin. The scenery may be cold and harsh, but it's also beautiful. Thank you to everyone who sent us their photos, and if you'd like to submit one, you can do so to our Facebook page.
Now, your pinpoint weather forecast from the CBS 7 Ford Weather Center.
We're approaching 5:42, and Craig Stewart joins us with what you can expect today. More cold coming our way, right, Craig?
Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, everyone. Yes, more cold, more winter weather definitely on the way. So I want to show you what's going on right now because light freezing rain to moderate at times. That stretches anywhere from Big Spring. You can look all the way back to even the mountainous areas where you're getting that light wintry mix coming on down. And then maybe a little bit of rain around Marfa, around parts of Fort Davis. And again, the area that you see shaded in white, that is a winter storm warning in effect until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. So it is cold outside right now. Current conditions, we're looking at 29 Odessa, Midland, about 28 degrees for Pecos, 26 Fort Stockton, Alpine 27, 39 Marfa. So that's where you're seeing that rain coming on down instead of the freezing winter mix that we're seeing anywhere from, say, the mountainous areas, the lee side eastward is what we're seeing, that wintry mix all the way up to the Big Spring area, and 39 for Presidio. Factor in the winds. It's not windy, but there's still a wind chill out there that feels like 23 Odessa, Midland. Feels like it's 22 in Pecos, 26 Fort Stockton, 34 Marfa, 27 Alpine, and Presidio. Not much in the way of the wind. So water vapor imagery over the last couple of hours, and here is our system still very, very slowly trying to make its way toward the east. Now we're going to start to see a little bit of snow, and I want to show you what's going on in terms of the snow. You can see it back in extreme southwestern New Mexico. Out ahead of this, that's where you have that stretch of icy light rain, light freezing rain that we're seeing around the area, and that really almost stretches into parts of Oklahoma and then right back in to the Permian Basin. A lot of cloud cover, hit or miss up in the Panhandle. You've got some areas that are seeing partly cloudy skies, but for us it's cloudy, it's foggy outside. You've got a little bit of a freezing mist working. You've got some rain falling around the area, light freezing rain around parts of the area, and then later on snow could be possible late this afternoon into the evening hours. Something we're going to keep our eye on, and you can see by 12 o'clock this is what projected that's going to be going on around the area. Anywhere from rain to light freezing rain to light sleet around parts of West Texas. We get toward the 2-3 o'clock time frame, even 4 o'clock. You can kind of see it turning maybe a little bit more to liquid. We'll see what happens, but the better chance of getting any kind of rain during the day will be down into the lower Trans-Pecos. Back behind us, there you have that wintry mix, a little bit of snow that starts to develop at 6 o'clock into the evening hours, southeast New Mexico, parts of the upper Trans-Pecos. That could expand into the Permian Basin on your Friday night, so keep that in mind. At 10 o'clock, the northwest Permian Basin, southeast New Mexico, better chance of getting that snow. Still looks like light freezing rain, light sleet into the Permian Basin, then maybe a little bit of snow into the overnight hours, and we're looking at about midnight for your Saturday, and then Saturday going into the morning hours, into the afternoon. We'll start to see the clouds clear off a little bit, and the temperatures will start to warm up a little bit as well. So here is the 7-day forecast for you today. 29. It's going to be cold out there. 47 on Saturday. Chilly, but warmer than what we've seen. And then Sunday, we've got another bit of a cold front moving through the area. So Sunday, the beginning of the work week, the beginning of school, temperatures going to be right around 39 to near 40 degrees. Tuesday, 50, 42 Wednesday, 45 on Thursday. Early morning lows for the most part are going to range anywhere from the lower to the mid to the upper 20s. Hey, one thing we do want to show you right now. Take a look at this. Winter weather driving, and you really need to concentrate on what's going on around the area. If you're taking off, you want to give yourself plenty of room in between the cars, because as you're seeing, a lot of sliding going on, and we've seen that basically for the last 3 days.
Yeah, and I thought yesterday, with it kind of getting a little bit more traction, I started to go, maybe 5-10 miles faster, and I felt myself slipping yet again.
Yeah, and so braking too, just really don't jam on. Yeah, tap the brakes. Just leave a lot of room in between the cars going to the stop sign, and then when you start, don't give it a lot of the gas. You just might want to kind of roll right out there a little bit before you give it gas, and you should be going. But again, we're expecting some icy roadways to continue tonight, this afternoon, and then again into the overnight hours.
All right, so just make sure you keep those in mind.
Yeah.
A lot of people probably do have to go back to work today.
Yes,
So.
and that'll be happening. So we'll be careful, be safe out there.
Okay, thanks so much,
Yeah.
Craig. Now, coming up next, we take a look at all of your top headlines today, and we'll show you news that you can use heading into the new year. Keep it right here on CBS 7 Morning News, your eye on West Texas. Time to take a look at what's trending across the world. Many are grieving the loss of Mario Cuomo, who served as the New York State governor for 3 terms until 1994. Now, Mario Cuomo was the son of Italian immigrants who became a spokesman for a generation of liberal Democrats. He died Thursday at age 82. Cuomo reportedly died of a heart condition in New York after his son, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, was sworn into his 2nd term. Many say he will always be known as the New York's liberal lion. And have you ever been to a sporting event and looked to the big screen only to realize too late that you're on live television? Well, that's what seemed to have happened to one young lady in a video going viral on social media. The video came from the Sugar Bowl in the Ohio State versus Alabama game. The circumstances of the situation are unknown at this point. We want to take a look at what's trending around the world. Do you ever wonder what a dog does at home when you're not there? Well, one young man decided to try to find out. He strapped a GoPro to his dog, who goes nuts trying to find him, peering through doors and windows, looking all around. The man reportedly said he'll never leave his dog alone again and will probably buy him a playmate. That's good. Welcome back. It's now time for news of the strange.
I like this.
Yeah. All right. So although this might seem strange at first, it's actually tradition done all over the country. Hundreds of New Yorkers celebrated New Year's Day by bracing the January cold and taking a dip in the ocean. It's what's known as the annual polar plunge. It's freezing out there. Residents and visitors alike ran into the icy water New York's Coney Island yesterday. The plunge is organized by the Coney Island Polar Bear Club, the oldest winter swimming organization in the U.S. The annual event helps raise money for Camp Sunshine, a charity for children with life-threatening illnesses. While many opted for more traditional bikinis and swimsuits, some actually wore superhero outfits, and there's even a Santa Claus I saw out there.
I saw that too.
And this year, the plunge participants raised $50,000 in donations to Camp Sunshine. Yeah, so
congratulations.
getting cold
Good
for
job.
a cause.
Yes. I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't dive in that. I'd do something for the cause.
Right. I'd watch and enjoy.
Right.
Well, neighbors near Detroit are looking for a Grinch in a Christmas sweater who ran from house to house, destroying decorations and smashing car windows.
I hope they catch that
guy.
Right?
Just why? Police say he had at least 13 cars and homes, all while wearing a festive reindeer sweater. Police are looking for him and his accomplice, apparently.
Too much eggnog for that dude.
Yeah. They'll catch him.
Yeah, they will.
There's video. They'll catch him. Now, check out what this Tennessee woman did. She was dumped by her fiancé just 5 days before the wedding. Shelby Swink and her bridesmaid decided to celebrate by trashing her wedding dress. The outcome's pretty cool, actually. A bridal shop now has the painted dress on display. Look at that.
Oh,
pretty cool.
Should write the guy's name on it.
There you go. 5 days before the wedding. Oh my gosh, I'd be
mortified.
Yes, and angry.
And heartbroken.
Yes, all those
and
things.
Upset.
all those things. I
And
would
you can keep on going.
Yeah, I'd probably do that to my dress and more. But
Tear it up.
Yep,
Get
there
rid
you
of
go.
it. Get rid of him. Forget
good
him.
riddance.
Yes.
5 days before.
What a guy.
Yeah, swell.
Oh, that's crazy.
Anyways, there's some good movies coming out.